beautiful souls. Reverend Just Intuitive Angel Healer here with Spoken Like an Angel. I hope you're having a good day. It is Sunday. It is sunny. Hopefully it's sunny where you're at. And today's message from your angels is all about the incoming downloads and trusting your intuition. And I want to make a significant note that I came outside to go ahead and record this message. And before I had to get on here, I had to do a lot of significant shifting so, that there wasn't glares and stuff in the recording. So that's a message. I just saw 55. That's a message for you that right now you're going to have to make some mental shifts because you've been healing. I'm seeing this green on here. There's a lot of green healing light. Spirits showing me you've been working with Archangel Raphael to heal a lot of the hurts, a lot of the past. And also I'm hearing Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Uriel have been working with you too. Archangel Gabriel has been working with you on your communication skills. And Archangel Uriel is the archangel of enlightenment, and also that archangel comes in to help you to clear out past life lessons and integrate the lessons. So if you've been seeing a lot of green and yellow lately, like visions or just you've been feeling like wearing those colors this lately, that's because these angels are coming with you. They're trying to help you make mental space and shifts so you can clear out the energy, because you got to clear out the old to get the new kind of thing. And I'm specifically being drawn to this right here. It reminds me of like a falcon. I keep hearing falcon energy, and I've been hearing that if you watched my previous readings. A lot of falcon energy. So falcons are all about keen sight. I feel like I'm hearing you've got your eye on the prize and you're about to manifest it in, but it's going to take a lot of courage. It's got a little bit of blocked throat chakra. It's going to take you to have keen eyesight, and it's going to take you to have your eye on the prize, basically. And Spirit is saying it's definitely time. Make sure you spend time today in spiritual baths, prayers. You need ASAP time with Spirit, whether that's spiritual baths, prayers, crystals, meditation, yoga, exercise, nature. Today's Sunday. See all these distractions coming by? Today is Sunday, and it's important for you to really ground your energy, because I'm hearing doing less is more, about really honing in your energy and listening and paying attention to these downloads that you're getting. I'm seeing a triangle. Triangles are significant to this, and really getting yourself prepared, because just because the opportunity isn't in front of you today doesn't mean it's not going to manifest tomorrow. But this is all about preparation. And I watched this. I'm being shown this bird video I watched yesterday, and they had a little box, and they showed this bluebird of all things, and they're making a nest. And it started out with one pine needle, and then it turned into this nest. But this bird had to come back, and it did it all by itself. And it brought in one pine needle, and then that turned into 10 pine needles, and then it turned into a whole nest, and then it went in layers. And Spirit's wanting me to share this with you right now, because it's all about preparation. You got to do it in layers. It doesn't just come at one time. You got to do it step by step. And a lot of you have been putting in this work for years. And another thing I'm being guided to share with you right now is I came across this other video yesterday on YouTube, and it's from Goalcast, and it was about this lady who was in the military, or she was signed up for the ROTC program or something in college, I think at like Virginia Tech or something. And this lady came to her in Target and said, like, looked at her and stared at her and asked her all these questions. And she's like, can I help you? Like, what do you need? And basically, the lady that was scoping her out and asking her all these questions was a pageant recruiter. And this lady laughed at her and was like, I am not a Miss America pageant girl. I am a military girl. I'm about to be commissioned into the United States military. Well, long story short, she ended up convincing her to get to go compete. And this lady went and competed, and she's like, I'm not ever going to be Miss America. She competed for 6 years. 6 years this lady went and failed, never won. And she told the girl that recruited her, she's like, you told me I have the ability to win this, and I haven't won it, so I'm quitting. And she's like, nope, don't quit yet, because I have a feeling you're going to win this one. What's crazy is that lady ended up passing away from leukemia. And I got chills right now. I feel like that lady in spirit helped her, because she ended up winning Miss USA and being crowned. And the number 7 significant. Number 7 is like go look that up. There's like all kinds of stuff about it, but 7 is a very big number. It's a number of faith. It's a number of days in the week. It's a number of planets. I watched another video. I like watching informational videos. I try to keep my stream of consciousness on that if I'm going to watch stuff. But 7, I've always believed 7 is a significant number that we have. And so if you've been trying something for 6, 7 years, 6 years especially, don't give up, because that 7th year is the kicker. And I feel like there's some people out here, let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you, because I feel like some of you are on your 7th year of, wow, I've put in so much work and now I'm back to square one, and maybe I should just go be a receptionist, or maybe I should just go be a checkout girl, because this ain't gonna work. And it's just a bunch of wishful thinking. But I want you to know it's not wishful thinking. You do have a purpose, but great things take time. I'm hearing like fine wine, it's gotta age. Like wine doesn't just come up good. It's something that it's a process that it takes. So you're in the process of being refined and aged. And this is why I'm hearing you're destined for greatness, but not everybody can complete this karmic lesson, because the soul contract's rough. And it's not that it's not attainable, but it's really, you've really got to step into your faith and your spirituality to be able to accomplish it, because it's one of those things that you really have to work for it. And you have put in the work, and you've been so much putting in the work for so many years, and you haven't had attainable results, that you're like, I give up, I surrender, I don't know what to do anymore. But that's when the boom's gonna kick in. So don't give up right now. If you're really thinking about giving up, don't. Just go take a break, go walk by a pond, a lake, a stream, go climb a mountain. Don't give up, because your time is coming. Spirit also wants to remind you, people with small minds hate dreamers because they can't see the dream. So especially if you've been sharing all these hopes, dreams, and aspirations with karmics, that they're not going to ever be like, wow, that's a really cool idea, because they're more jealous that they can't manifest it. They don't know how to do something like that. So they're going to hate on you to keep you small on their level, because misery loves company. You really need to know that you can't be in your feminine energy if you're in burnout energy, because we both have a feminine and a masculine. Even if you're a man, you have feminine energy too. That's the softer side of things. The masculine energy is like the building, the foraging, the journeyer, the architect. But you got to have balance of both. So you can't kill your masculine side. You can't get rid of your feminine side. You have to have them in balance. And this pops up a lot. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's from The Shining. um, I'm also hearing James Howell's 1659 Proverbs. So you got to have balance of both. Masculine energy is direct and leading, and the feminine energy is nurturing and receptive, and it produces. So you give this seed to the feminine energy, and the feminine energy produces. But you got to have them in both, and you can't be in burnout, or that's what's killing your manifestation. Somebody really needed to hear that right now, and it's blocking your root chakra. And if you're so fixated on what you don't have, you're putting all that fear into your root chakra, so therefore it's having a hard time manifesting, and it's causing panic attacks for some people out there, and a lot of lower back issues. You're having lower abdomen, pelvic issues, reproductive issues. It all comes out of your root chakra. You got to get out of that fight or flight, because uh, that's what's holding you down. In that, you can do this by setting positive intentions. When you set those positive intentions, you release those toxic patterns. I'm hearing doing grounding meditations, standing up to your fears, or just go out in nature, put your bare feet on the dirt, even scream and yell. There's this meetup group I hear that they just meet up in the park away from everyone, and they just scream. That's all they do, is just scream. And somebody needs to go be a part of something like that, or just go do it on your own. Go in nature and just let it out. Let all that energy out that you've been holding back, because that is what is blocking your manifestations coming in. And also, I'm hearing choose your jobs like you choose your significant others. So just because something pays more doesn't mean that it's going to be better for you. You got to switch that mindset around, because I have turned down plenty of jobs paying $25 an hour because of the toxic environment that they put me in. I was like, nope. Or, you know, you're just working so much that you're not even having time to use any of that money. So don't just take jobs right now because of the money, because God provides where God guides. And if you're just going on a path that's just strictly money and material, then that's not the divine. The divine doesn't work that way. The divine will give you riches and will bless you with things, and make sure you're not wanting for anything. But you don't have to be a millionaire. That's not part of the divine's plan. It's not. You don't learn your soul purpose and follow it to be a millionaire. That's part of the 3D world, and that dips into the shadow side and the connection to devil energy, because devil is all about the material aspect of things. So you got to see, where are you on? What are you setting your intentions for? What are you following right now? Are you doing something for a purpose, or are you doing it just to make money? Because if you just go into a job every day just to make money, then that's why you're not satisfied with it. Because really, to be honest, your richness lies in your heart, not with the material things. And some of the most humble leaders out there, some of the most famous spiritual leaders out there, even just, humble people out there, were not millionaires. And I'm seeing Martin Luther King Jr. right now. He was a very humble man. He came from very humble beginnings, and he's known, he put his legacy out here. everybody knows him. So do you want to be known, or do you just want to be known for your richness? Because you can have richness and you can have nice things, but you don't have to make them the forefront of why you're living. If you, they're showing me a chameleon spirit. So somebody's, for one, you got somebody's a master of disguise. They're very slow moving, and they're trying to blend into the environment. Maybe you're trying to blend into the environment, and this chameleon energy is also showing up to help you have adaptability. They're showing me 200 species of the chameleon: South Europe, Asia, Africa, and Madagascar, to be specific. And they're saying if progress is slow, do things right the first time, stay centered and balanced, be flexible and open-minded. And they're showing me the angel number 555. So go look up chameleon as a spirit animal, because that spirit animal is trying to help you get through it. And I'm hearing that song, if you're going through hell, keep on moving, you might get out, for the devil even knows you're there. That's a country song. Don't hate on me and about my singing. I'm a karaoke singer, I know it. I play instruments, I'm much better at that, but I'm a Pisces and I love music as well. So, but you need to learn how to move strategically, is what I'm hearing. You gotta move strategically. Don't, it's like go through the devil's den, but keep it moving, keep it quiet, keep moving silence. And you'll be able to bypass all this before they even know. It's like you went in there, you got what you needed. I'm seeing a lion, a den of lions, and a bear's den. So imagine you going through there, you're a bunch of bears or lions sleeping. You're not going to make all this noise. You're going to be as quiet as you possibly can to get in and get out. That's what you need to do right now. You were born to be a seeker and a teacher. You're supposed to guide others with your spiritual wisdom, and you are definitely a natural leader. And you're a very powerful channeler and a medium. And you have done this. You know how to astral project through many different dimensions, and you've done this for many lifetimes. But your catch and hang up is other people's opinions getting into your mindset. Again, those narcissists come in and try to keep you small so that you can't shut them down. That's how a narcissist works. If they get you in your feelings and you're and thinking that you don't, when you don't trust your intuition, ultimately that's when they come in and they're part of the test. Also, I'm seeing somebody specifically, if you're watching this right now, you're supposed to be an animal whisperer like Caesar Millan. I'm hearing horses are specific too. So if you work with horses or you felt the need to work with horses, you're supposed to work at like some kind of rehabilitation thing. I'm hearing MS and I'm hearing people with disabilities. So if you've been thinking about that or that resonates, definitely look into it, because spirit's going to back you up. If you, that's the way that these messages work, is everybody's got free will, but these are how the signs and synchronicities come in, and what you do with it is how it's going to manifest. So if it hasn't worked before, stuff hasn't worked before, look at and see if it was for your highest good, or if maybe those closed doors were because you weren't supposed to be there, and if you went there, then you would waste another 7 years, because there's that number 7 again, because 7 is also the number of how many years a karmic cycle lasts. Karmic cycles tend to last for 7 to 10 years. 10 years when it's a super long, irritating one, like my ex-husband in that marriage. I stayed in that one for 10 years, and I should have got out at the 7-year mark, but nope, I want to go 2 more years just to make sure I really, understood the lesson. right now. I mean, this is, they're showing me God created season, the devil created cycles. Which one are you in? So if you're hitting about that 7 year mark, are you going to continue it? Or are you going to get out? Like, the door's open right now to go, but you got to check in with your joy guide. That's the biggest thing. You got to check in with your guide today. Today, go out in the park, go out in nature, enjoy the weather. And if it's raining where you are, then, go dance in the rain. But you got to do something to check in with your joy guide, because you're laughing is the best medicine right now. And some of you haven't laughed in a really long time. And sometimes you just have to push yourself to make yourself laugh. Because it's time to follow your heart right now and not the crowd. There's a lot of synchronistic events around you. You need to pay attention. And that's, if you look at the down here, you're being intuitively guided to greatness, beautiful soul. Pay attention to the signs. These are signs. If you're resonating with it, go meditate on it. Go outside, even go for a walk. It doesn't have to be an all day thing. 10 to 15 minutes of your day just to go on a spiritual walk. Spiritual walks are great. You can just walk and be like, Spirit, show me some signs that I need to know. And then go on your walk and then pay attention. What do you see? Do you see butterflies coming to you? Do you see birds? Do you see certain numbers on license plates? Write those down. Because only people that aren't spiritually aligned are the ones that are going to be like, well, you're just making things up. Those are the only ones that say that, because people who are awakened and spiritually aligned do not say that kind of stuff. We do not say it's all in your head. And it's really funny. I'm being pointed to this. Here's something interesting to that point is that Ellen DeGeneres, I remember in one of her comedy things, she's like, do you have one of those friends that everything's a sign, everything's spiritually assigned to them? And she's making jokes about it. And now it's funny, fast forward, because she used to be really popular, and now you fast forward today, she's living in another country and nobody wants to have anything to do with her because all of her stuff came out, all of her secrets, all of her narcissism and stuff came out. So it's very interesting that Spirit's showing me that point, because I remember specifically in her comedy act that she said that, and that just shows you right there how narcissism works, that they make fun of you. Because if they make fun of you and make you feel bad about something, then you'll stop doing it, right? I mean, it's okay to have comedy acts, but it's just funny that Spirit specifically pointed that out to me. They're also showing me this: high standards and low expectations equal peace of mind. So right now it's time to stand on business. It's time to stand on what feels good in your soul. And if it doesn't feel good in your soul, say no. This is the most important time to say no to things that aren't spiritually aligned with you, because saying yes will just put you in another karmic cycle, and those are painful. I've been through many karmic cycles. I didn't fully spiritually awaken till my 40s. I'm 45 now, so don't put yourself in unnecessary cycles. Just say no, because you will never miss out on something that is for you. And that's why I said yes to stupid things that I shouldn't have said yes to, because I thought I was going to miss out on something. And I promise you, you can put my word on that, that you will not miss out on anything that is meant for you. Even if it's a lesson, you will not miss out on it. But if you don't know the value of loyalty, you will never understand the damage of betrayal. And they're showing me bee energy, and I said that in my other readings. You can go check those out. Right now, if you're seeing bees, they're showing up to, and I saw this big huge bee the other day, and it's crazy because I looked in one of my videos that I took outside, and I saw another huge bee that I took a picture of. Bees are showing up. They're hardworking, focused, diligent, persistent. That's the kind of energy you need to be in, because spirit animals come in to share their energy with you. They're also a symbol of wealth, good luck, and prosperity. You really got to trust in miracles right now. You got to trust these downloads that are coming in for you. They're all about teamwork too, and nurturing and self-sufficient. So you need to, they're also trying to teach you about coexisting in peace and love. And Spirit wants you to know that we can always start again. And I'm hearing that song from Andy Grammer. You gotta keep your head up, whoa, but you can let your hair down, yeah, yeah. Gotta keep your head up, whoa. I know it's hard sometimes. Dun 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 dun. But you gotta keep your head up. So you're about to take a leap of faith towards the right direction. And I'm also hearing that editing and producing runs in your genes. So if you've been making a lot of content, there's a reason for that. You're supposed to put it on a bigger scale, though. This is just the start. So it's like all this practice. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, a TikTok, or whatever you have that you're doing. This is to get you in alignment with your gifts and practice, because you're about to have somebody come in and actually offer you a job, like where I'm seeing like a news reporting place. Like I'm also seeing a I'm seeing some kind of show. Like you're supposed to, whether it's a podcast show or it's an actual TV show, something like that, you're going to be doing content creation and editing on like a much higher scale than what you're doing right now. I'm also hearing market research analyst. But you need to know your mind will believe what you continuously tell it. Yeah, they're also showing me camera, uh, photography equipment, and being a ghostwriter. So these are things that these are jobs that are going to come in for you. These are opportunities. So be open to opportunities. And I'm hearing wait just a little bit longer. Patience is part of your test. And this has to do with being tied in. They're showing me specifically Egypt and Atlantis. And you can go look at the other readings that I just did this week about karmic relationships. And yeah, this all ties into your royal lineage and whatever that you didn't use your power correctly or stand in your power in the Egypt and Atlantis past life, especially. This is part of your ancestral lineage that you are healing. And so right now they're prepping you to step into a role of a visionary leader. You're ready. You're going to be like the head honcho that gets people together. So you're manifesting a very big vision that's coming around you. I'm hearing something about Tuesday too. And they're showing me Exodus 20:15 and the 8th commandment, thou shalt not steal. So they're showing me these jail cell. So somebody's about to be behind bars for stealing from you, however that looks. And they're showing me Tuesday is significant. And I'm hearing today is F around and find out when it comes to your spirit team. So things are coming into fruition for you. So don't give up right now. That's the biggest message I want you to take from this. Don't give up. Things are about to work out. I just saw 30-30. So that's a definite significant number for you. Let me know how this resonates in the comment section. Just hold on, beautiful souls. Things are about to come. Blessings and prayers are about to be answered. So I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope this message helped you. You can check out my shadow healing book that I created for my ministry, Prophetic Ministry of Life. Click the link down below in the description of this video. Love and light, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful day.